guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of a 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. This is season 3, episode 9. I'm here with my good friend, Chris Farah.
Hi.
You would have known her from her channel, Chris Farah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you watch 90 Day Fiancé or Love After Lockup or any of the reality shows, she also does recaps. And so we just finished doing a live on her channel.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to do the live on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey again. Hey everybody joining the room. You guys don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as you trickle into the room. Hey to everybody in Europe who's like early morning or whatever. Madi's back. Karen Dance. So we're just going to go in. This is from my perspective. You guys know I don't do a edited version of this show. My lives is what I do for this show because I do Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiancé the other way. And speaking of Love After Lockup, there is a Love After Lockup edited video for you guys up on my channel right now. Even if you don't watch Love After Lockup, go watch it. It's entertaining. It took me like 8 hours to edit. So
it's funny though.
Really appreciate the view, you know. Also, if you guys want to share any of my videos in any forums that are not on YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you want to share my shit, okay? Get it out there. People, you know, you need to give the gift of Wah. 'Tis the season.
With the gift of the Magi. And then it would be nice if 2 people gave the gift of Wah. Then they both had Wah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you to everybody coming into the room right now. I totally appreciate it. All right. So let's just get started. I'm hot and tired. So it's 11:48. Again, there's 28 people in this room and 11 likes. So let's give this video a thumbs up. And we're going to get started in a couple seconds. Jessie Lee is here. Oh, thank God I have my moderators. I didn't know what I was going to do. All right. So let's start with Avery and Omar.
I'll do it.
So we're hot off the heels of Terry running out of the restaurant because of how callous these two are being to her regarding the fact that her daughter is going to move to Syria. And so Terry agrees to come back in and film, you know, because Avery's like, come on, we're going back in. Come on, Mom. We're not going to do this out here. We're going back in. So they go back in, and Avery tries to be a little kinder, but she isn't. And Omar then says, it's okay. Omar then says, you know, why would you think I'd put my wife in a dangerous situation? She's my wife now. She belongs to me. And Terry's like, I'm not denying, you know, that she's your wife. Like, I'm saying that I don't want my daughter to go to a war-torn country. And so he says the reason that he's in is cool, even though a couple episodes ago he did tell Avery that they are in the middle of a war and would she be okay being in Syria. But now that they're married, they have a united front, and it's their wedding night, so, you know. So Terry agrees that she's just going to go back to the hotel and figure this out, and that as long as Avery comes home for a little bit, she's going to do her damnedest to try to convince Avery not to go back. And yeah, that's really it that happens in this situation. Avery ends up leaving with Omar, and they go back to the hotel, and they don't let the cameras in the room, and I'm grateful for it. It was sweet. And then there's this one scene where they're talking about her having to listen to him and him knowing the rules about his country and culture and her not. And she's getting real comfortable, you know, in the streets of Lebanon. And then they have like a confessional where she is wearing, girlfriend with the red hijab and the black outfit. I was feeling it. She was giving us this side profile picture of her that I have is just the most beautiful.
I mean, she's just like boom, 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 and it's highlighted, and then just like the juiciest like lips, just like
look at this. Look at Avery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is just, it's not going to focus because
of me?
No, just because it's not going to focus because of the coloring. But you guys go follow me on Instagram at Just Call Me Wah on Instagram, and you can see all these pictures that I posted of her. I mean, the highlight is hitting her highlight's popping, the red is popping. It all looks good on her. Go ahead, let's do it. Open it and everything.
You can talk while I do this, so it's not awkward.
Take a couple out. Great. Okay, So now he says, well, Avery's my wife and she's going to have to be quiet. Basically, if they get into an argument, like it really isn't going to be an argument because she should just be quiet. And so she's like, I don't think I have to be quiet, and gives him a look. And I'm just like, Avery, this is why you need to live in America. Because if you lived in America, nobody's going to stop you from doing whatever you want, dancing in the street or arguing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You would have the support of your family. Even though I hope you don't run back and tell your family everything that's going on. But I just, I hope you stand your ground. I really do hope so. I feel like the lighting is different now. Maybe it's because it was up higher. Sorry, I'm distracted. She's distracted. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Rebecca and Zied. There is a scene in this in which a woman has her hand out on a wallet, and she's doing this. And this person is, God, I can't. Let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. Ask me for money.
Can I have 500 dinar?
How much?
500 dinar.
Why do you need 500 dinar?
To buy something.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, let me see. No, get that hand out of there. Let me see with my nose and my hands.
Yo, it was the most uncomfortable. Could you imagine somebody asking you for money? And then when you're pulling out the money, they ask you how much you have and then put their hand there to take it from you. The fuck? Oh, shit. I was livid.
You took her out. No, she got taken out. She got taken out. We had to pause.
We had to pause it, and I was
so mad.
Like it was giving me such anxiety to watch this grown man put his hand over hers. And that's why they zoomed in on it. Shady ass TLC. They wanted us to see Zied being this way.
Yeah.
So under the auspice of going to his sister's house to get blessings from her, he then says, I'm going to buy my sister something. He doesn't tell her exactly what he's going to buy her. And then he skulks off like a criminal. And then he meets up with his sister. They go ring shopping. And the sister goes, where'd you get the money for this? And he's like, oh, from Rebecca. And she's like, no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't, that's Rebecca. I mean, she says Zied. She almost basically says, Zied, that's tacky.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I told her that it's for you. So she don't know this ring she buy for herself. That's not the accent.
That's not the point, though.
That's also not the point. Yeah.
I think the sister actually, we think she's so bitchy, and she is, but she also, I think, half of him leaving and she being upset is that I think she disagrees with his whole thing of using her for money.
Yeah.
I think the she's more like, you should be a man, make money, and take care of our parents here. Oh, love this back-to-back,
Mariana. Thank you.
That's so sweet.
It's just like. Chris, if you touch this bag one more time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I think it's just he's just such a scammer. And you're right. You're absolutely right. His sister, 100%, I think she doesn't agree with what he's trying to do. And I think she knows that low key, he's just trying to get to the U.S. But the thing is that when he gets to the U.S., he's not going to work. Zied is not a worker. I can see in his fuckboy eyes that this is someone who will never have a job, because if at 26, he's still living with his parents and he doesn't have a job, is the sister married? She must be married, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably why she's out of the house. But she even says something, you're going to leave me to take care of the parents.
Yeah.
Because she understands that her brother is not going to go to the U.S. and then send money back.
Because he's dumb.
Because he's dumb, and he's never going to have that kind of job. Even if he owns his own business, he's not going to be able to maintain it.
He's never going to own his own business.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, he's an idiot. 26, not married. And honestly,
fail to launch.
But maybe it's culture that he lives at home. I get that. But the fact is that he's 26 online looking at 47-year-old grandmas from the U.S. as opposed to looking around Tunisia for a nice wife to bring home to his conservative Muslim family.
Yep.
Like, he's not doing his duty. And this is a dumb. I'm going
to be honest. You come from that culture and you come from that conservative culture and you're going to take money from a woman. That's what it is. It's not about you. Listen, you live with your parents. That's a cultural thing. You're not married yet. For you to take money from a woman to buy an engagement, to buy a present for her, that's where you like lose me. That's where you're not a man.
And not even
he should know that, you know.
And not even because I forgot what I was gonna say, but it's not like he took the money because he's like, I really love Rebecca and she deserves a ring and I don't have any money. No. He's doing it because he knows he has to propose to her so he can get to the US. There's no love for Rebecca. Because otherwise he would have said that. He would have said, you know what, Weema or Weem. He would have said, you know what, Rebecca really deserves this ring, and I just don't have the money. And right now she thinks the money is for you, but it's really for her, and I will make it up to her. I will get her everything she needs in America. He didn't say that. No. He just looked dumb.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what? Not a good idea?
Yeah.
So, anyways, he's a fucking dirtbag, and I hate him. And she's just like, he's probably taking advantage of me. And I know that once he tells her what he used the money for, like specifically, she's just going to be like, okay, I trust him. Like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're right.
She's an idiot. All right. So Jennifer and Tim, let's talk about them really quick. She continuously embarrasses him and calls him names and disrespectful. And then his way of managing it is by shutting down. And then we don't care because she just looks like a bitch. Like, it's not even in a fun Anfisa way. Mm-hmm. You know, come on, Jennifer. It's not even in a fun Anfisa. She just looks angry. And then she like brings up the fact that he couldn't get it up because he got so much in his head the other night. Could you imagine being in the bed with that body and then when it's time to put the penis in, he rolls over?
There's stuff happening. I thought it's ED. I was like, he has.
Oh, you think he has erectile dysfunction?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Girl. Well, anyways, that's the end of them. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Benjamin and Akinyi. Benjamin is doing too much and Akinyi is doing too much. They're just both doing too much. Like, Benjamin is being way too judgy of Akinyi, and Akinyi is just like, this show is overwhelming her. She has a half a margarita and she is ready to cut the fuck loose. I mean, the last couple of days have been real stressful for her. So finally, because he's gotten the blessings and doesn't have to be with Fidel anymore, Benjamin moves into the Airbnb. Akinyi moves into the Airbnb with him. He says he's going to sleep on the couch because of temptation. And she's just like, we're going to be in separate beds. It's going to be fine. And he's like, no, as a elder in the church or as a leader in my church, I don't want anyone to see me behaving in a way that is unseemly. So I'm going to sleep on the couch. And she's just like, I've never had a man tell me he doesn't want sex before. And I'm like, you've been around men who want to have sex with you? I thought you were like the preacher's daughter. I mean, in the States, the preacher's daughter, they're always the one doing the most. But like, I didn't realize it was the same thing everywhere. Anyways, so I'm just like, what do you mean he's gonna, like, those two, when I think of people tempting each other, I think of two sexy people, or at least two people who I think have sex, you know? And those two people don't strike me as the type of, like, I just can't imagine Benjamin having sex and sweating on me, and I can't imagine Akinyi wanting that. I can't imagine him being tempted and her being like tempted to be a temptress. Like, I just feel like, she's like, what if I'm in a towel? I'm like, you're not going to be in a towel, girl. You're not, no, we know you. I can see you. You're not a sexy temptress. And if you are, I mean, bravo for keeping up a good appearance of angelicness.
I think that she showed a side of her today. I know the last episode was called True Colors, but we're seeing a lot of Akinyi's true colors, which are, she a little drunk slut. I'm just kidding. No, she's not. I love her. No, actually I love Akinyi, but she is like a little like, I think a little like wannabe Lolita, even though she's
I think
26.
that she's just, this has been a very stressful week for her. She had a little bit of alcohol and it just makes her feel a little bit woozy. And I think you're absolutely right when you said that she's just like, you know, a college girl who just had that one shot and is like, I'm so drunk. And I'm just like, girl, I see what's happening and I'm okay with you being that way. And I think it's weird that Ben is not being more like, girl, like, okay, honey. You know, he's being angry at her, which makes her want to drink even more.
Not yet, Mariah.
That's how I see it. Okay. So, also she doesn't want to be a stepmom to Grayson. She wants to be like a weekend or every other weekend friend to Grayson. Like
to a 4-year-old.
She's thinking that she's not going to have to because he already has a mom.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. She's going to have Grayson 3 days a week. So she just doesn't understand what she's walking into. I think she thinks that like once Benjamin gets a new family, Grayson is just, you know, gonna come over sometimes and she can be friends and they can go to like theme parks together, but she will not be making jollof for Grayson. Okay?
First of all, if you're making some jollof rice, you're gonna make an extra little batch. Like, it's not even hard. Second thing is, this is where you're mature. You can't be friends with a 4-year-old. You know why? It's a baby. You're not opening up some wine with the baby and then like being like, tell me about your week, baby. You know, like, no, you're cutting up food for that baby to eat in like a three, you know, sectioned off plate so the baby can eat. That's what your job is now. You're going to come in the mornings, you cut up fruit in the little plate. That's the breakfast. Get the lunch ready, like mac and cheese, some dinosaur chicken cutlets, you know, like.
Yeah. She's looking at Benjamin. It's like, what if you're not there? And Benjamin's like, then you are going to take care of my son so that when I get home, he's there waiting for me like a family.
Yeah.
I don't know. Akinyi's very.
Bath time. There's what you do with the baby.
Akinyi's very, very weird. And young. She's just like extra young and like, it's just weird. I don't know what she thought.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what she thought.
I don't know.
But anyway, so he judges her and he says that he doesn't know if she might be the right kind of person because what if she starts to drink around Grayson? And then he almost starts to cry. And then all I can think of is like this young 26-year-old girl.
Come here, baby. I don't know. You want something to eat? I don't care about feeding you. You're on stepmom now. We're friends.
All I can think of is like a young mom sitting at home on a dinner, like at the kitchen table, like drinking wine coolers and just getting fucking obliterated.
Yeah.
It's like Mike's hard liquor, like something real dumb she's drinking.
Yeah.
And Grayson is just running around naked.
Yeah.
She's got a cigarette in her hand and she's missing her mother, you know?
Yeah.
Like that is just so crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah. It really is.
All right. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Angela and Michael. So Angela is a black lady in white woman's clothing. She says, I really appreciate that your mama speaks her mind, Michael. But let me ask you a question. If I couldn't have a baby, you wouldn't be with me, Michael? Tell me the truth now. And then Michael says, I told Angela that I would not lie anymore to her. So I don't tell her, but I don't say lie. I tell her the truth. And then Angela is like, Michael, I just want to know the truth. But the truth is she doesn't want to know the truth. Mm-mm. She only wants to hear her verse. She wanted to hear him say, no, Angie, no. I don't care if I have kids or not. I want to be with you.
She's the kind of woman that's like, tell me the truth. You find this woman attractive, and it'll point to a Victoria's Secret model, and she's gonna get upset that a dude says yes. But like, that's what's crazy. It's like she wants him to say that he doesn't want to have a kid with anyone else but her, but he wants to have a child. So in his culture, it's not a bad thing for him to have a child with another woman or a side chick. And so for her to be like, tell me the truth, like, because you have sex with a woman. He's like, yeah, of course. But
I am telling you the truth. Also, I thought it was a weird, like, edit because they're like, she's like, so it's culture. He's like, yeah, it really is culture here that if a woman can't have a kid or whatever, then she's allowed. And maybe it's the same thing for the other way around. If the man isn't fertile, perhaps, I mean, it's not, but let's just hope it is. Perhaps it's okay for a woman to get pregnant by another man just to keep the lineage going. And Angela just cannot fathom this. And I think it's so weird that she can't fathom it. And then she says, well, is it something like polygamy? And then there's a weird fucking edit and he says yes. And I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that he says yes to that. I mean, I know there is polygamy in certain parts of the world, but I just feel like the way that edit happened, that it wasn't valid.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's like the woman becomes now. Maybe the woman does become his charge, but I don't know if he marries her. I mean, they didn't get into it. And then she's like, if you think I'm gonna let you fuck another bitch, then you got another motherfucking thing coming. And then she says, Michael, tell me the truth and stop wasting my goddamn time.
Oh, Michael.
And I'm just like, Angie, you better tell him how you feel.
Yeah.
Tell him how you feel because it's true. And he's just like, I don't want to lose Angela. And she's like, you know what? You know when you can have a kid? When I die. So then I'm thinking, okay, so then she's planning on dying maybe in the next, 15, 20 years by the way she behaves and drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he can then have another kid in his late 50s. No, it's too old. His mama is going to be dead by then and he's not going to be able to do, whatever. But that's what she's thinking. And I'm like, that doesn't sound viable, Angie. It doesn't sound viable at all. So then the next scene is them going to see how many eggs she has. And it's the most depressing scene because she only has one dead egg clinging on. But her, vagina and womb looks good. So all she needs to do is find an egg that she can tote. And she's going to have to beg Skylar. And also, we find out that a woman's fertility goes down 90% after 40. And it was the same moment as the hand on the wallet. Like, it was just like, I was like,
mm-hmm.
I want kids and it's just so hard to do. It's just so hard. Okay. So, thank you, Chris, for deleting. Be honest. If you want a baby, stop wasting my goddamn time. If you think she's great. I mean, Angela's great. She's great. So anyways, now that's what Angela's going to plan. She's got to get that baby. So the next couple, maybe the last couple that we're going to talk about is Tom and Darcey.
Oh, Mariah, you were like, did you guys talk about this yet? And I was like, no. Just you wait, honey. So yeah, this was what they've been teasing is because they know we love a drunk Darcey, a drunk out of control Darcey, just like losing her mind. I cannot believe that she is allowing TLC to film her downward rock bottom desperate spiral.
I mean, she literally is on some kind of pills because she is not crying. She isn't crying. And normally Darcey cries, and she is not crying, girl. Her constitution is just real solid. She gets upset because Stacey orders her a drink. And then it goes down from there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Fabian jumps in and tries to settle the situation. Tom and Stacey are ganging up on Darcey. Fabian's doing his best to fix it. I'm going to keep repeating myself because it really is just, I wish we had more of Darcey. I mean, her areola is 1 millimeter from showing, and Stacey picks at her for that. And it's just Darcey feeling horrible, feeling like she's not good enough for Tom, feeling like Tom doesn't love her and he doesn't know where they stand. And then she even is like, I don't care that you're not all on me, Tom. I like you being back away from me. I love it when you're not on me and making me feel loved and comfortable because we're adults. And yeah, we didn't get married, engaged after 2 weeks because that's not realistic. And we're just like, Darcey, who the fuck are you? What happened to the Darcey we knew? Who was a demand, who really was hinting about being proposed to?
Yeah.
And it looks like they're having a decent time in Turkey, but
Albania.
Oh, sorry, Albania. But it doesn't, I want to know what they're eating. What's the food like?
They just keep, this is what I know. After all this, why is Darcey and Tom not just spending a day together? Now that we know how awkward it makes him to be next to her and her sister, and she knows that, and Stacey, and she like, no, why not just be like, let's just spend a day in Albania by ourselves.
Yeah. So Faba Bean is doing his best. Faba Bean is doing his absolute best to try to like cheer and like he even tells Stacey to be quiet at some point because he knows that Stacey is causing trouble. And then that's when I'm just like, you know what? Pablo, you're great. He's great.
Weirdo.
Flavian. Thanks. Oh, was it Jude? Florian. I know it's Florian.
Fabio.
Fabio. Not like Fabio, the heroin person. He was like a heroin addict. And it's so weird to me. But anyways, I actually liked him because I thought he was the only person who was on Darcey's side throughout this. And Darcey is just like, and I don't think I'm good enough for you.
Yeah.
You mean, I don't know how you fucking feel because you don't tell me. This is not going well at all. You shut up, Stace. Tom. Like, it's just so crazy how much. And here's the truth. Stacey is the more elegant, classy twin. And I hate to say it because I love Darcey. But in this segment, Darcey is unraveling, and and even like the way she does her hair and how she's the last person to be dressed. And she literally is wearing nothing. What was she even wearing? She didn't have no pantyhose on. She was just wearing like a ruched, like what looked like a Fashion Nova type dress with a lot of ruching and like situation in the back and some open toe sandals. I mean,
she put moisturizer on. We saw that.
I loved that fact that she put moisturizer on.
Head to toe.
Yeah.
She is what? No, she's
moisturized. And like, I think that I love her. I mean, she liked my picture that I did of her. I put up of her.
Yes. Tell the people.
So you know that picture that Chris has on one of her videos of Darcey as a superwoman with Angel. I created that and gave it to Chris, and then I was like, Chris, we should upload it on Instagram right now. And so we did, and I tagged Darcey in it, and Darcey liked my picture.
Yeah,
it's her of an angel, and I put, this angel will always be my superhero, #Darcey Silva. And she liked it.
She certainly did.
It was great. She didn't comment. But yeah.
Thumbs up this video.
Oh yeah, give the video a thumbs up. There is 140 people in this room and 51 likes. We can do better than that. Thank you. Going to a party.
Yeah, I just like.
And I hope you are hearty.
Do you think that I like the song over it is?
Please don't be naughty.
Is it a real song?
'Cause it's a punky reggae party.
Is this Janelle Monáe?
No.
What is it?
Bob Marley.
Oh,
New Way.
Oh, is that where you got the name from?
Mm-hmm. New Way.
Punky reggae party. I know that's a song.
New Way. Hey. Mm-hmm.
It's a punky reggae party.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always sing it. That's always, whenever she comes in, I always start singing it. But I never sing that.
No, I'm going to sing it every time you come. Now I say that name.
And it's not. I'll let you listen to it.
Well,
it's like Bob Marley, he like does like a whole like scat. What is it called? Like stupid bop bop ding ding ding. He does that at the end of it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Body 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 boop. Body da dee da dee da dee do. Dee ba dum ba dum da da.
Did Caesar try and hunt down Maria, honey?
Do. All right, Punky. Yeah, I know that song.
She's dying. Oh, Punky. So cute. Okay, I feel like, do you think that Stacey has any blame in this episode?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. She was egging her on. But I think in the earlier ones, I think Darcey was coming at her a little bit hard because her and Flavian are so in love.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's just feeling some type of way about it. And I would feel some type of way too. That's why I don't hang out with couples, you know?
Yeah. There's nothing worse than being a third or fifth wheel.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They are the fucking worst, and they have no concept. They have no concept of how
they try. Like this is what they'll do. They'll be like,
not people I was around.
oh yeah. Anyway, so like, you know, it's always that moment. It's always like, we're just lost together. And oh no, we're not together. You're still here too. As I was saying to everyone that's around here, I love you all.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I can't. I did it in like, the last time I did it was probably in high school or college. And like, after that, I would just never hang out, except for Ashley. Ashley like prides herself in not being like too gross with her. Yeah. And like, and they're both great at it. Like, they don't have to be told. They're just immediately, except for when they're like going to pay for something. They're like, what card to use? That's the only time they have like a moment of like, otherwise I'm having, it's great. It's like friends.
Yeah, you're just like, this is a separate person. This is a separate person. I'm a separate person. We're all separate people. And then just having like a weird lunch with like a Siamese twins.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, we went to go see blah, blah, blah. And don't you remember Kate said this and then we did this? Like, it's not that. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Was Darcey drunk? Yes, and more.
Yeah, I think she was on pills because she wasn't crying. I feel like alcohol makes her cry. And she didn't cry. So that is what I think. All right, you guys, that's really it. I mean, Caesar, nothing happened with Caesar. He's a fucking idiot and he just looks stupid. And I just throw something at his dumb face every time I see it.
It's so crazy that they're even trying to make us like hold on to a storyline. They gave us one segment of him this episode. And then they even had the audacity to be like, this is what's happening next week with this asshole. And it's like,
we don't care.
We don't
care.
How dare you?
Why can't they just edit him out? Why do they have to give us any more of him? Why can't they just edit him out?
Yeah. I cannot believe they're going to force us to watch a scene where he's like, I'm saving up money to go to the Ukraine now. No,
we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want any of it. And we need to see Jennifer's attitude turn around too. Like, I just, you know, it's like when you see somebody being some way for so long, like so many episodes, it just becomes boring, except for if you're Larissa, you know?
Yeah, that I can watch. Or Angela.
Yeah.
Or Anfisa.
Not Paula. Like, go away.
Go leave us. Never come back.
Ben and Akinyi are kind of getting on my nerves too. Like,
Tim and Jennifer are getting him because they're so produced.
Can't she just call him the P word one more time? And a coward to his face. To his straight up cara.
No, you'll never see me more upset than when someone disrespects me.
We can't even see that you're upset. We just see that you're silently letting this woman talk about you.
It's the fact that he's like, she keeps emasculating me. And it's like, well, and so.
I mean, what was his knockdown, drag out argument with Veronica? Like, what was that like? Did he just sit there too?
Yeah, he had to have.
And just let Veronica just run the fuck over him? It's just so, and he's just, I mean, well.
Yeah, I think that he actually has hardcore mental issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe he has like hardcore anxiety or something like that.
Yeah, and like really bad self-esteem. He was also wearing silver shoes, and I want to know how many pairs of shoes did he buy or bring on this trip to have a pair of silver ones.
But then to have like the foresight of like, I'm going to buy silver shoes and then just crazy long, completely unattractive cargo shorts.
With a matching watch, which makes me believe that he has like 3 watches that he's brought.
He has a red hat, red watch, white stained shirt.
Yeah, and silver shoes. And then the last time he like showed up like a rock star and like all those rings and like the sunglasses, and he has the different sunglasses every time too. Like he just came accessorized. And as much as I like appreciate that in a man, it's just too much.
Yeah. It's
too much on top of letting somebody emasculate you. Like, fine if you're a dandy, but be a prideful dandy.
Yeah. Be a prideful dandy.
He just has no pride, no self-esteem.
That's absolutely true.
Oh, and nail polish? Ramsterdam. I love that name.
Oh, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, if you know anyone in the LA area, here's a crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a stand-up comedy show October 12th. It's a Saturday night in Los Angeles, and it is going to feature a bunch of comedians, me, and then 90 Day Fiancé stars, David and Annie, and then Dean, Tariq's brother, Dean Hashim. It's a real thing that's happening. I'm not even lying. Can you believe it? So if you're in Los Angeles and you've ever wanted to see me, Wa's going to be there too. I'm going to take off work.
I got to take off work to go to see it. So like there is a chance that 90 Day TLC is gonna, or Matt Sharp Entertainment is gonna be filming it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We don't know.
I just
we'll see. Yeah, maybe in the sense of like, yeah. We'll see if that is the case. We don't know for sure, but we're just hoping because they're on it, and like, wouldn't that make great footage? But you can for sure see those people live and meet up with us. So that is like a total thing you should do. Okay, October 12th, Saturday, Jimmy Nabula, which I will say on Waz Live. He has an Instagram you can get information on. You can also go to my Instagram, Chris L. Farah. The L is for Lebanese. And look this up and then come see the show where I'm going to do fun jokes about my life in 90 Day, and then you have to see those people as well. Isn't that so cool? Oh, wait, you know what? It's not Jimmy. It's Johnny. Well, I don't know his name. I'm going to look it up. I know his name, but I mean, I'm saying I know his Instagram handle. Anyway, I love you all.
All right, you guys, so that's the end of this episode. I want to thank you so much for coming into the room, and give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And I will have my 90 Day the Other Way video sometime this week. My Love After Lockup video is already up, so she already got that done. So go check it out. And that's it. All right, you guys, remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Oh, let's have a Kiki and a conversation in the comment section. You know how that goes.